Earlier classes we have seen the classification of surveying based upon the instruments used. In that, chain surveying is the major thing. Today we'll see what is the purpose and principle of chain surveying and what are the equipments we are going to use in chain surveying and function of each equipment. Function of each equipment we are going to see in today's class. Coming to the objectives, what you are going to study in this class is majorly the purpose and principle of chain surveying. What are the different equipments used in chain surveying and types of chains. Okay, in the previous class, these are the topics we covered. That is classification of surveying. What is the purpose of surveying? See, classification of surveying based upon the instruments, nature, object, like that we have seen. Purpose of surveying is to prepare a plan or a map. Next, we have seen the fundamental principles of surveying. Please, someone mute your mic, please. Lokesh. These are the topics we covered. Next, we'll see now the purpose of chain surveying. See here, with the chain surveying, in chain surveying and with the help of a chain, we can take only linear measurements where angular measurements are not possible. Angular measurements means only 90 degrees is possible. Other than 90 degrees, it is not possible to take with the chain survey. It is for only linear measurements. What comes under linear measurements? The length, distance. All these are what? Linear measurements that can be taken by chain only. Means the survey performed by using chain to know the linear distances is nothing but chain surveying. Now, here the principle of chain surveying is chain triangulation. Triangulation means what? Dividing the area into number of small triangles, like that we call. Okay, suppose the area is like this. One second. Some area is there. In that area, if I want to calculate the area of this one approximately, what I do is I will select one line, largest line. This will be the largest line of all the lines, and I will divide the area like this. I will divide the area like this. What I am doing? I am making different triangles. Chain triangulation means dividing the whole area into number of small triangles, like that, so that I know the formula for calculating the area, that is half into what? Base into height. Like that, I divide this one. I will calculate. Let us say this is A1. Let us say this is A2, A3, like that. Combined together, I will get an rough area. Not exactly, because here irregular shape is there. This may be exact shape, but here it may be irregular shape. For that reason, you are supposed to calculate irregular areas. Okay. Next one is, yes, Satvik, please mute your mic. Arrangement of framework of triangles. As I said you, total you have to arrange. Next one is what? Measuring the lengths. Next one is what? Plotting. Now, here you can reduce the error you can reduce the error such that you should form a triangle. In that, a triangle with three angles will be forming a triangle, right? The sum of angles of a triangle is how much? 180. Sum of angles of a triangle is 180. You have to ensure that no angle should be less than 30 and no angle should be more than 120 degrees. If it is such that you will be getting the less error. You will be getting less error. Okay. Next, those triangles whose a triangle with not less than 30 and not more than 120, such triangle is nothing but called as a well conditioned triangle. If the angle obtained is less than 30 or more than 120, then those are called as ill conditioned triangles. First stage. వీడియో వేస్తే వాళ్ళకి నెట్ డిస్కనెక్ట్ అయింది, ఎక్కువ గుంజుతుంది, వాళ్ళు పొద్దుంతా క్లాసెస్ ఉంది. Suitability, where this chain serving is suitable. Okay, it is suitable when ground is fairly level, means it should not have what? Undulations like this. It should not have undulations. It should be fairly level like this, so that our length measured is getting perfect. Okay, next, it should have minimum details, simple details. Okay, next, plans required in large scale, just like a buildings, okay, bridges, all these comes under large scale plans. Next, area is small, means chain surveying can be adopted perfectly when the area is small. Okay, these are the suitabilities where chain surveying can be performed. Next, it is not suitable for large areas. Large areas means just like an our college area of 20 acres. In earlier days, there is no other option, so they are supposed to go with chain surveying. But nowadays, more different types of instruments are there, that is total stations like this, so that it is easy to perform, to calculate the areas. Okay, next one is areas with crowded with many details. Crowded with many details means in a city different roads will be there, okay, and panel different sub roads will be there, like colonies like that, where those are completely filled with what? Buildings like that. Okay, in those areas chain surveying is not recommended, where lengths are supposed to be taken, because those will be having more what? Turnings, angles like that. Because here chain surveying is not possible to take angular measurements. For that reason it is not possible. Okay, next, difficult or wooded country, as I said you, cities, towns like that we can't do it. Okay, now in performing a chain surveying, what are the equipments we are going to use? That is a chain, tape, ranging rod, arrows, cross staff and arrows, wooden pegs and a plumb bob. These are the things we are going to use, and along with this field book will be there. Separate field book will be there in order to perform the chain surveying. Now, this is the just figures we have in our laboratory. 20 meters chain, 30 meters chain, and we have different types of chains, engineer's chain or surveyor's chain, gunter's chain, revenue chain, like that. N number of chains are there which are available in our laboratory. When you come for offline, we'll show you what are the different types of. Okay, coming to what are these? The ranging rods. Now here the ranging rods are, see, white and red strips are there, right? those white and red strip, each strip will be of 20 centimeters, means 0.2 meters. 0.2 meters means this white strip will be 20 centimeters, red strip 20, again white 20, red 20, like that it will be having 2 to 3 meters length are available. Nowadays, these ranging rods also having extensible. Extensible means if you see, it will be only 1 meter, but you can expand it up to 3 meters. Expanding means what? It will be inside hollow pipes, right? Now, what is the purpose? We'll see in the further sessions. Ranging rods, okay? Next, see here. This is a chain. Now, this is called as a what? Brass handle. And here you can see the joint. That joint is called as what? Swivel joint. What is that? Swivel. Means you can catch that handle and rotate like this. 360 degrees you can rotate it. Because of having this swivel joint. Swivel joint means this one where it can rotate it. Now the length of the chain will be starting from the corner of this edge to other side. Again you will be having same brass handle up to that one it will be having, right? Now the first link will be near the brass handle. The first link will be from center of this ring to up to this one. It is 20 centimeters. How much? 20 centimeters. Again from this center to this center it will be 20 centimeters, right? Now for 20 meters chain you will be having how many links? 100 links. 100 links means each link 0.2 meters. Each link is how much? 0.2 meters. Now for every 5 links it is 1 meter. 1 meter equals to 5 links. Okay. 1 meter equals to 5 links. For every meter you will be having small rings. And every 5 meters you will be having tallies. What is this? We call it as a tally. For every 1 meter you will be having a rings. Whereas for every 5 meters means every 20 links you will be having a tallies. So first 5 meter you will be having a tally. You will be having a tally like this. Single teeth, and at next 10 meters you will be having double. And once again I will explain you. Now see here, from suppose chain is starting here and ending here. Say this as a 20 meters and this is 5 meters, 10 meters, 15, 20. Here you will be having one tally. Here you will be having one tally. Here you will be having one tally. This is from 0th part to this is 5 meters, 1 leg teeth, and this will be 2 teeth, and this will be again 1 teeth only, because from here it is 5 meters, from here it is 5 meters, from here it is 5 meters, from here to here it is 10 meters, like that. Okay. Now for 30 meters chain, based upon this concept, you will be having how many links? 150 links. You will be having 150 links. Okay. Now again same, each link will be 0.2 only, because for 20 it is 100 links, for 30 it is 150 links. And instead of 3 tallies, you will be having how many tallies? For 5 meters, for 10 meters, next for 15 you will be having 3, and at the 20 you will be having again 2, and 25 1, means total how many tallies? Be having 5 tallies. You will be having 5 tallies. Okay. Like this there will be representation for easy calculation in the ground itself. Instead of calculating n every time the number of links, there will be tallies, so that at the first tally with one single teeth you can say that it is 5 meters. Okay, like that. This is practically very easy to find out, but theoretically somewhat difficult to hear. But anyway, if you once go through the textbook, it will be easy for you. Okay, metric chain, and this is what? Steel tape. Steel tape. And this is the arrow. What is the purpose of arrow? Now, whenever we are going for a practical class, in generally, what things you will be given means a chain, 3 ranging rods with arrows of 10 numbers. 10 numbers of arrows will be given. Right? What is the purpose of arrow? We'll see later. First of all, 10 numbers of arrows are given for a practical class. Now, see, as I said you, this is a ranging rod. Mostly, this ranging rod will be definitely alternate strips will be there. One will be definitely white and other will be red or black. Most probably, we prefer red only, because if you go on for the long length, a red and white strip can be easily visible for our eye. That is the reason we will be taking that. Okay. Next, this is a offset rod. Now, what is the difference between this one and this one is, here only strips will be there, and whereas offset rod you will be having a same ranging rod like pole, on that you will be having a graduations like this. Like this, reading 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter, like that you will be having the graduation. Whereas for a ranging rod, only strip colored will be there, but not the readings. Okay. Now, the function of chain. What is the function of chain? Is to measure the length. Okay. And it is of what? Galvanized mild steel. It is made up of galvanized mild steel wire of 4 mm diameter. Okay. Now, chain have links. Okay. Each link will be having 3 rings. What is this 3 rings again? Once we'll go back and we'll see. See, this is 1 ring. Here this one, black one is 1 link. See, this one is 1 ring. This one, and this one is, this black one is also a ring. This black also 1 ring. You will be having your bracelets, right? How it will be? It will be rings only. All rings will be connected. All rings will be connected. Okay. Those are nothing but 3 rings. Link to link, it is connected with 3 rings. Okay. Next, consists of 2 brass handles at the either ends. As I said, you brass handles will be there at both the ends. These are the brass handle, and we'll see now. The length of a chain is the distance between the outside of the handles. As I said you, brass handle corner point edge to other side brass handle head is the total length of your chain. Next, the length of link is distance between the centers of middle rings. As I explained you, the distance between the 2 rings is the link. Okay. Next, brass tags or tallies is fixed at regular interval. Regular interval means what? Every 5 meters. Tags or tallies are at 5 meters, whereas rings at every 1 meter. At every 1 meter. Types of chains, in that you will be having different types of chains. We'll see what are the different types of chains in this class. Metric chain, engineer's chain, gunter's chain, revenue chain, steel band or band chain. First we'll see what is metric chain. It is available in 20 meters or 30 meters length. Consists of links. As I said you, 20 meters chain have 100 links, 30 meters chain have 150 links. Each link is how much? 0.2 meters length or 20 centimeters length. You have to remember this. Now, what is the least count of your chain? Is 0.2 meters. What is the least count of your metric chain? It is 0.2 meters. Means the minimum value that can be measured with the metric chain is how much? 0.2 meters. Next one is tags are fixed at each 5 meter interval. As I said you, tags with one teeth or two teeth or like that you will be having it every 5 meter intervals, whereas small brass links are provided at every meter length, Okay. Next, engineer's chain. It is of 100 feet length. 100 feet length. You will be having 100 links. Means each link will be how much? 1 feet. Each link will be 1 feet. Okay. Now what is the least count of engineer's chain? Means 1 feet. Means least count means what? The minimum length that can be measured is how much? 1 feet length. And it is used for what? Engineering surveys. It is used for engineering surveys. In case of building markings, okay, plot measurements like that, you will be measuring. Okay. Next one is the distance measure are recorded in feet and decimals. Okay. Next, Gunter's chain. This is used for measuring the land in acres for agriculture purpose. We will be using Gunter's chain. Okay. Now, it is of 66 feet length with 100 links. Means what? 0.66 feet. Each link is 0.66 feet. Gunter's chain least count is how much? 0.66 feet. Now here 10 square Gunter's chain equals to 1 acre. Okay, 10 square Gunter's chain equals to 1 acre. We'll see in depth what is 1 acre. Like you will be having already in your textbooks appendix backside, you will be having all those things, units for lengths, areas, volumes. Okay, go through those things. Next, revenue chain. It is 33 feet long and having only 16 links. Each link will be having 2 feet, 1 by 16th. 1 by 16th feet. Okay, that is the least count. It is mostly used in cadastral surveys. Cadastral surveys means what? Boundary fixing of a village, boundary fixing of a district, or boundary fixing of your fields, crops. Okay, those will be fixed by revenue chains. Okay, steel band or band chain. It is a steel ribbon of width 12 to 16 mm, just like a tape, but it will be very standard. Where for accurate works you will be going for steel band or band chains. Next, the length may vary from 20 meters or 30 meters. Means you will be having 20 meters tape, steel band, or 30 meters steel band. It is divided by brass studs at every 0.2 meters. Means at every 0.2 meters you will be having a studs, means some projections where you can calculate that, and numbered at every 1 meter length. Okay. It is used in high precision works, high degree precision. Precision means what? Accuracy, high degree accuracy, right? It is easily broken and difficult to repair. Once broken is broken. Okay, like that. These are the different types of chains. We have seen that is metric chain, engineer's chain, gunter's chain, revenue chain, steel band or band chain. And this is what? Steel tape. These are the steel tape. This is all about today's class. We have seen what is a chain surveying. Chain surveying purpose is to linear measurements. Is for what? Linear measurements. Next, the principle of chain surveying is what? Chain triangulation means dividing the area into number of small triangles. Number of small triangles, like that you can divide the area. Okay. Different types of equipments in used in chain surveying we have seen, that is chain, okay, tape, ranging rods, arrows, offset rods, okay, and wooden pegs with a mallet. Mallet is nothing but a hammer type thing. You can hit the peg inside the ground. And different types of chains used in chain surveying, that is either metric chain, engineered chain, or survey chain, gunter's chain, revenue chain, and steel band chain. Okay, in the further classes, we'll see what are the different